Hello, ladies and gentlemen, it's Swissman 15 back with another online battle from Napoleon Total War. And this one is a 2v2 where me and Zsasz take on two players. I forgot their names, but they're not significant. I'm playing as Spain, a rather subpar faction overall, but they're pretty fun and I like them anyway. And they do get the guerrilla units that get to spawn anywhere, which I spawned way up on the, or deployed up on the hill. My ally Zsasz is playing as the British, and our enemies are the British, awkward, and France. So, British and France versus the British and Spain. So, if we just take a quick peek at some lines, because I don't think any engagements happen quite soon. I got about, where am I? Here I am. I got about 4 units of the Lancers. One is a guerrilla Lancer that can deploy anywhere. I got a bunch of Fusiliers, pretty much my entire line, 2 Walloon Guards, because that's as much as you can really get. I have a few light infantry, and all my units pretty much have experience, you can see. I got my general, of course, and then for my guerrilla troops, I have the Volunteeros de la Corona, and also the Cazadores de Catalunya. If I could pronounce Spanish words, that'd be great. As for Zsasz, you can see he's got a bunch of Lightfoot all right on here on his flank. Actually, I think he's got more way over on this flank as well. For the main body of his lines, he's just got, foot guards, Coldstream guards, and a bunch of other just foot. Of course, general. For cavalry, he has some dragoons on this flank, and I'm pretty sure he's got another unit that I was looking at before, but has disappeared from my vision. Because I know he always brings more than one cav, right? He has to have at least 2. Or maybe I'm wrong. I could be wrong. I think I'm wrong. Oh no, he's got another unit of dragoons, or dragoons, but King German dragoons over here. As for our enemy, France.
This building has fallen to the enemy.
Oh no, they took a building. As for our enemy, France, he's got some Polish Legion Old Guard lining up against this hill. Probably not advisable since we got some light troops here, like these Cazadores. And we also got more Lightfoot, King's German Lightfoot coming from Zsasz over here, but he does have some voltige over here. Voltigeurs, how do you say that? Voltigeurs, I think, maybe, probably. Oh, my years of French didn't really help me out, I guess. He's got more Polish Legion, these French, a bunch of these Grenadiers à cheval, so it's a missile cav, really, and then he's got some Polish Guard Lancers here, and oh no, those are more Grenadiers of Cheval. I am so bad at this. He's got a bunch of Chasseurs around here and Grenadiers of the Line mixed with more Grenadiers of the Line, Old Guard. Really awkward deployment around here. Grenadiers and Young Guard in here. As for the British, he has got massively spread out lines. He's got a bunch of, I think, Highland Foot, out here. So 4 units of Highland Foot, along with some Lightfoot coming along to take us on this right flank, while he's got more of his center in this valley here. He's got some Coldstream Guards, foot, pretty classic so far, almost identical to Zsasz, except for the Highland Foot, which he's got a ton of, actually 5 now, 6 Highland Foot, some Lightfoot, and more Lightfoot over here, and up on the hill he's got 2 units of Cav Light Dragoons, and Sir John Moore as his general. Probably a bit of a waste. Now you can see a bit of a firefight has begun between me and Zsasz and I versus the French. He's got some Lightfoot that are getting executed really by these Old Guard. But then here you can see I've got my Lancer Cav coming in, trying to take on these Old Guard from behind, getting a pretty decent charge on those few units, but not quite good enough yet. Come on, take them out. Unfortunately, this angle is probably not ideal. Just got some light infantry here. So instead I just turn them back and I send them actually at these Polish Legion for a pretty good charge here. And they, oh wow, that's actually a really good charge. Go Lancers! Take them out. But now we got some response by the Grenadiers of Cheval from France, coming in to probably rout these poor guys of my Lancers. And I think they're routing, right? No? No? They're wavering. They got a lot of sprints, and there they go, now they're routing. But in the meantime, these Old Guard have retreated, and they took a lot of damage from my light infantry. You can see they're still getting shot down. And now his lines are pretty bunched up, and I got some more Volunteers de la Corona coming in to aid this fight. As you can see, I'm just pulling lines because I expected the British to come and fight me on this side, so I'm ready on this side. Not really deploying too much here, just some support units for Zsasz, who's taking on the French right now here. Whew. These annoying King's German Legion actually charged into my Cassadors. I remember that. I was really annoyed by that. I can't... Oh no, these actually seem to be my allies. But he was chasing some cav, right? I'm not sure. This is a huge jumble. I can't really tell who's on... Well, it is a British troop, actually, so it shouldn't be the French. I'm so dumb. Someone should just kill me. Actually, I kind of like life, so don't kill me. But anyway. So now he's got his Voltigeurs up, and he's taking on these King German Light Foot, and actually probably winning slightly at this point. Higher numbers and a lot of better accuracy and reloading. Those are actually really good light troops overall. I really like them. Pretty cheap. I know they only have 60 troops, opposed to 90, and they've got the same range, but they're still really good. So now Polish Guard Lancers coming in, but I got these King's German Legion to defend me. My light infantry are safe, but these guys have really awesome hacks. Check them out. Woo! Style points to France. But there seems to be no reserves really lining up here, so the moment we get an advantage on this side, Zsasz and I can really clean up all of these French troops. But right now it's mostly Zsasz do the cleaning, I would suppose. He's got most of his troops committed over here. I'm getting some of my Fusiliers actually coming to support him from behind and just rout these guys overall. The Old Guard still here, but now you can see they're in a square, so they're not going to be able to hold this firefight for long. Actually, it seems they're trying to undo it, and in any case, it's pretty much beaten off at this point. I mean, it's still pretty powerful, but it'll not hold for long. Well, then again, it is the Old Guard, so you can't underestimate the Old Guard, but I'm going to choose to do so anyway, because screw Old Guard. You can see, yep, they routed. I knew it. You cowardly Old Guard. Napoleon never used for good reason. You probably have no heart. You deployed in one battle, and then you lost that battle for Napoleon. How do you feel, Old Guard? Now that my Old Guard rage is over, you can see that these British are armor arching this way, so I was really convinced he would come and try and face me on this side, so I do have light infantry and cavalry all ready to defend this side from any attacks. But in the meantime, I'm trying to decide, well, I could probably hold them off with this force here, so we should go and take on the French and really try to eliminate the French as much as we can, especially given that there's British forces, enemy British forces, way down this side, so he's not completely able to attack me if he did. He wouldn't be able to attack me in full force if he wanted to. He's just got cav on this side and these guys coming in through the town. And since I'm on a nice hill, I'm kind of confident that I could just start pushing some troops this way with Zsasz and taking on the French. You can see now we have taken the position where his Old Guard and Polish Legion were, just finishing off some of these Polish Guard Lancers. Whew, pretty crowded. Oh my god, I have a sore throat. It's really bad. Sore throats are no fun. Makes eating, the greatest act of all time, really painful. And now we got some more Polish Legion in a square formation right around this corner, which is certainly annoying, but not too much of a trouble for all these troops that we have of Lightfoot. And also my Cassador is actually now taking them on as well. And you can see Zsasz has officially taken this hill. There was some Polish Legion here, and they're all gone at this point. And now he can probably start advancing into the valley and try and take out this position by the British. But right now we just want to focus on the town and finish off these French troops. We got some more chasseurs à cheval coming in. And, oh my god, that's my light infantry. He's actually caught them up, and I'm trying to get them out of there. I'm like, nope. And my Fusiliers are shooting down and protecting these light infantry. They didn't take too many casualties. Actually, this was probably a good trade for us. My Fusiliers saving my light infantry. Zsasz over here, and in combination with some of my lights, pretty much removed this annoying Polish Legion presence, and they are actually routing. Whew. They were really taken out. It doesn't even look like that many bodies, though, which is strange, but alright. Now you can see the British are advancing this way with his pretty good like commando force, I would say, with a bunch of Highland foot and light foot to take us on and support his French ally. Sort of trying to get us into a nice V, but you can see on the map in these lines, they got a really wide line, but they're not using it to its full potential, trying to encompass us. So we're really fine on just holding this hill and pushing into the town, taking certain points with our light infantry and foot. Look at this giant blob of light foot and what do you call them? Yeah, just light infantry and light foot in combination, working together to advance, taking out some grenadiers of line from pretty good range, actually. Oh, it's even reaching its general from this far. But now we got some more cav coming in, the Grenadiers of Cheval. I think he's actually... Where is he going? Okay, yes, that makes sense. Coming in from this side. Oh, I'm tired, I'm gonna yawn. Stop yawning. Okay. And my light infantry do end up engaging them, unfortunately. But they will be fine enough, I guess. Worthy sacrifice. Not really. Bad trade. Come on, Swissman. Why are you wasting your light foot? Tisk tisk. In any case, I do have some troops lining up over on this side. Got also some Lanceros coming to do whatever damage I can. I think I'm going to charge these Grenadiers of the line, actually. I'm just trying to take them out once and for all. Could be a pretty good charge from what this looks like. And it is. This unit is probably not going to last too long, especially with all the fire and now the cav charge coming in to completely wipe them out. But they're still confident. Probably because they've got troops right here, which I'm now charging even further, trying to really just take out these light infantry. Didn't really notice that these guys are in the building here, so that's going to cause pretty bad fire going on to my cavalry, which is not fun. And my cav is still just sort of rampaging through, somehow not routing yet, and now I'm retreating them. Even though the general is here, I should have charged the general. That would have been fun. But now I still got my skirmish infantry or light infantry coming in. And now the general's here, going in for a charge, actually. Oh my god. The general's staff.
Our men are running for it.
Oh, come on. Do we kill him here? I don't think so, which is annoying. So the general's going to escape. I know this, too. And actually, he routs my light infantry. So good use of your general's unit, but pretty risky nonetheless. Now, if you look over on this side, we have some British advancing against the British. Just some light foot skirmishing on both sides. Actually, Zsasz has got some rifles here. I didn't know he brought them, but it's one unit. They're pretty good, but they have slow reload, so I don't particularly like them. They are taking a pretty big beating right now from all of these two units of light foot working together. These two are, I guess, out of range to fight the British at all. And I'm forming up some Fusiliers, probably to take on the flank of these Lightfoot. Come on. Goodbye, yes. It was a pretty good shot. You see they took out a few over here. So I'm getting my troops in, forming up a bit of a edge here just to like make sure we don't get completely outflanked and protecting these reserves in the back. Actually got some Lancers now coming in. I think I'm probably going to pull them back though, because these guys are now running away. I hope I pull them back. Swissman, don't do it! Swissman, no! Oh, wait. Maybe. Might be feasible. Oh, there's actually no one really protecting them, so it wouldn't be that bad. Oh, yes there is. Oh, that probably what was going through my mind during the battle. This was fought a while ago, guys. Oh, that's not fun. So they're in square, they're ready for this, and these Lanceros probably won't last too long. Really good ambush here by the British. I'm impressed by that. But can I pull these guys out in time? I did get a few kills on the lights, but I need to get out of here before I lose too much cav, salvage what I can, and these guys seem to be escaping in about half number, which is alright. It's alright. Now you can see we get a bit of a fight going on for the town now. I got some Fusiliers. I actually get a pretty crowded line. This is not good positioning, but also the French do too, and we're taking out this line over here of Voltigeurs and 8th Regiment of whatever. The Brave. I really want to see these Brave rout, because I feel like that'd be ironic. In a really big number too. The Brave are routing. How many are there? 100. What? Alright. And he's got some Old Guard here too, so this is a really good target. They're all bunched together, and we want to eat those guys up for breakfast. We got some light infantry and some foot together. Me and Zsasz taking these guys on. Over on this side, you can see I got my troops pulling back. I don't want to be too much in a fight. My Fusiliers can't really hold out against Highland Foot or Coldstream Guards in a firefight. They'll just be destroyed overall. And you can see that the British have a pretty good position forming up, and they actually move their cav from over here to this side. So they're pretty much giving up this side, and I still don't really make an advance, because I possibly could have really taken my reserves over on this side and just wrap them around here, trying to take the town, but it's difficult to fight for a town like that. Towns make flanking annoying. Just enter the lines, will you? I love the sound of the muskets, I really do. And actually, he's now got the 18th Regiment now shooting, but you can see how many casualties he's really taking by fighting at this angle. A lot of these guys can't even see what they're supposed to be shooting at. Oh, shoot at the house! It's a bad house. And now you can see Zsasz and I are pushing in, but now you can oh god, that's confusing me. This isn't Zsasz. This is actually our enemy coming in. Zsasz is just now adjusting to face him, actually. I don't like how you can fight with all, like, against your own faction, or nation, really. And the French are now pulling back out of the town. He does not want to fight for this town any longer, which is pretty smart given the amount of troops he's been losing against some light infantry. And now I got some Fusiliers also marching down. I want to take this town once and for all. Start really pushing them out. But he does have a hill to push out into, which is probably not really fun to take. But we just gotta work our ways through. But now our main target is probably taking out this British line, which is probably the most vulnerable and easiest to take out. You gotta go for the systematic approach. You can't really just attack where they got a hill, where you can't really form up because of all these houses. So this is a really good defensive position by France to take, or France and Britain, really. So it's not really ideal for us to go and try to take that. So we just gotta focus on this front. And you can see we got some cav charges by the enemy British into our ally, the British. Lightfoot really not going to hold up too well, so pretty good charges all around the show. These light dragoons actually taking out some foot really well. But the foot hold, they got pretty good melee stats for line infantry. And these guys aren't really helping. You guys are lazy, you foot. And I got some of my own cav coming in. I want to help Zsasz out a bit, maybe charge these Highland foot if I could. But they're going to form square in time, so I'm going to redirect my charge into these Lightfoot, just trying to give us a skirmish advantage, if anything. And that is a pretty good charge. These guys are taking a lot of casualties, actually about to rout Wavering, which is nice. And now this unit has realigned itself to face me, and probably going to take a lot more casualties. Ooh, just in time for a volley from Zsasz. Well, we still got some Highland foot and square over here that are really safe from my cav, but I readjust my cav to charge these Highland foot if I can, but he's forming square already. And unfortunately, since the moment you touch the square formation, even if they're not in it, they still get the combat bonus, so this charge is not good, even though it really should be in all logic. So, just a little bit of a broken mechanic, but that's alright. So now you can see he's starting to put us in a bit of a cone shape, or a bit of a nice, like, sort of U-shape forming, where that's pretty advisable for him because he can now flank us, but we broke the majority of this flank in the center here. So he's got to get some more troops here if he wants to do some real damage and really utilize this ability of his to flank. They're really bunched up over here, so we're not too intimidated. It's still pretty balanced, but we are starting to gain a slight edge according to this thing and my own analysis. I don't know why I'm making weird noises, don't judge me. Or you can judge me, that's fine too. I can't tell whose cav is who. We got this is definitely some enemy cav charging into Zsasz's Lightfoot, but they formed square just in the nick of time, probably. Still a pretty strong charge. The officer cowering away. Oh, the drummer boy, or flute. Drummer boy. Drummer boy got up. Drummer boy is resilient. Okay. And now, I'm pretty sure these guys will probably rout soon. There's only 5 of them. Yet they are pretty confident still. Now they're shaking, wavering, and they will be gone in just a second. But that was a pretty effective charge nonetheless, even though they did form square. But still, in the end, not to the caliber, you want to be trading your cav away for that. I'm just mixing words together at this point. Not in the caliber to trading your cav away at. That's not even a sentence. God. Just generally, that wasn't a charge that you really want to put your cav in. You're losing a lot more than you're really gaining, is what I meant to say but failed to. But in the end, he got his Highland Foot to go in some melee against his Lightfoot. I'm not sure about the Highland Foot stats, but I'm pretty sure they're better at melee than just foot. But they are now pulling out. He's done with this engagement because he's got some reserves coming in to help these Lightfoot. He needs to get back to get ready for some firefight. He should probably retreat everything at this point, but these Lightfoot are still taking casualties, and his general too. Whew. Luckily he hasn't died. Actually, one did. Yep, that's the Hobbit. I think Hobbit is probably based on the fact that this unit's jet routing is the British general now dead. Now you can see I got my own lines forming up against the French. I actually got a charge here by some Lancers into some foot. I'm just trying to take them out. And my Fusiliers are now forming up. They're pretty bunched up, which is not advisable. You can see how many casualties they're taking in this engagement here. But now we got a big line battle forming up right here. So this entire line is pretty shaped up, and it's pretty cool. And they've now pretty much got us in a U here without us really noticing, I would say. But it's probably not too effective because there's too many gaps in the U. I mean, over here is pretty powerful, but he still has to take the position overall and beat off a Lightfoot. So I'm trying to form up and get more troops to this fight and just really fight these troops off. But my Fusiliers are just no match for this enemy. Even though they do have some experience so they can shoot a bit faster, they're not at the caliber of the British line infantry, so they still will lose this fight. But at least this foot unit's pretty much depleted down to half, well more than half in this unit over here. It's pretty healthy, unfortunately, for me. Whew, so much smoke. So we got some Highland Foot pushing in. They're beasts in melee, so they're, I'm guessing, just based on how they've been performing. But I got some more Lancers coming in for some rear charges. But they're forming square just in the nick of time each time. Not enough for me to really get a really powerful charge in. But I just want to break up these lines, use it to maximize my firefight ability. Whew, now we got some chasseurs by France. If I could get a charge by my cavalry in this line, that'd probably be optimal. But I got my Lancers. Oh, some rallying by the general. You can see how happier all these units got. Little stars coming out of them. Don't know what that means, but ooh. It seems that he's now got me in a melee, and I'm trying to rear charge them, maybe break them, give my unit some better melee buff, but these Fusiliers are not going to hold me in melee for too long. They're shaken already, but just trying to do whatever damage I can without losing my cavalry, which is already winded. I'm still pushing over some more troops, just want to take these guys out and do what I can, but he's pretty much beaten off my line here, my front line, but I formed up a secondary line already to try to reclaim this land that was lost. And now his lines are in a bit of disarray, which is good for me, but he's fought off my cavalry already, but I just need to take advantage now, take the advantage of the fact that his lines are not really formed to really beat up these troops over here and just rout them. And you can see Zsasz over here has run this flank efficiently, and now he's coming in for a pretty wide flank if he can, but there's still some British troops ready to hold us off. So we have broken the U formation, probably going to start using it against them ourselves. So now I'm pushing up some Walloon guards to be in the front lines here. Really powerful guys, really good shooting, and they're going to take out these Coldstream guards with the support of some other enemies, no problem. Just because the Coldstream guards are outnumbered, and they still got some Fusiliers fighting right up next to them, so they're not really getting too many shots off at this point, and they're pretty beaten up. Who's running? Probably the Fusiliers, actually, because those are the Coldstream guards. Woo! And we got some Zsasz's foot taking out these Highland Foot from far away, but we got a new unit of foot of the British fighting back against the foot of the British, of course, because why make things simple when fighting a battle? And I got some more light infantry coming in. They got a pretty good angle, actually, against these foot over here, and the chasseurs as well. And I got more Fusiliers forming up next to my Walloon guards, who have taken a bit of casualties, but they're still going to outperform these guys. And we got some Zsasz's foot charging into the Coldstream guards, trying to rout them if we can, but they're probably not going to be in high enough number to really do too much damage, or actually Probably he could take out the Coldstream Guards at least, or at least make them negligible in the battle. But they are wavering, they're down to 29, so they're going to round in any second. The British fighting the British. And you can see the other British players still got a bunch of troops way out wide, and he's not really doing anything with them right now, so we're just going to try to really push this way, where all the battle's really happening. Oh, what a smoky battlefield. My Fusiliers now getting some pretty good flanking shots. I think they were aiming at this unit, maybe not. And I got some more Fusiliers coming in for a bit of a wider flank against these Highland Foot. But you can see they've got pretty much no reserves left, and we got a few around here. I got some Fusiliers way back here. Zsasz has got this unit of Foot Guards who are now marching into the fight. So Zsasz committing a lot more than me so far. Still got a good number of troops in reserve myself, but I do have my Walloon Guards already fighting on the front lines. Where are my other Walloon Guards is my question. I know I have two. Okay, there's light infantry, Fusiliers, Walloon Guards, Fusiliers. Huh. Oh, the other Walloon Guards are way out here, completely high in number. Oh, I think I'm trying to readjust to fight this army that's forming up. Unfortunately for me, I didn't really notice them. I was too busy focusing on this fight, trying to win this engagement while we can. So we got some Fusiliers fighting. I actually think I was going to flank around here. Maybe not. Oh, we got to break through the center by some foot of the British, so that's pretty good for us. He's just got this one unit really holding the flank for him, and these two French, or just one French unit and the general now holding lines here, some chasseurs. This general's bodyguard charging into my Fusiliers, who did not form square, because I'm really bad at forming square on time. But still, probably not going to be too effective enough to really take out the unit. Hopefully I can kill this general here. I know he dies at some point. He does have to die. I know I kill him. Ooh, shot point blank range. And we got some light infantry now taking the charge from some general's bodyguard, general staff. But they're down to, what, 6? Ooh, so they're ready to be gone. And that guy's dead. Oh, horsey, run free! And he's... Yep, down to 6, but still pretty good. Got a good... Oh, down to 5. But the general escapes somehow once again by the French. What a resilient general. Whew. And now you can see the last of the lines forming up and pushing through here. And I got some nice flanking shots by my Fusiliers into the foot on this side. Now, unfortunately, we can see some engagements happening here between two different British forces, but these guys are outnumbered. Probably not ready to hold off this entire force. Whew, go Coldstream Guards! But probably not enough to take off all these light foot and Highland foot on this flank. Because I got all my forces actually pushing now this way. I want to take out the French while I can. And you can see he's completely routed at this point.
Sir, our general is under attack.
Our general's under attack? No. Alright, so now we just got the last of the British forces on this side, and they are starting to break because they don't have a general. So, and I think we got a bit of a melee actually going on over here. And that actually routs some Highland foot, and it's definitely the enemy British because our British didn't bring any Highland foot. But, oof. And more routing light foot by the British, and all he's got now is some Highland foot on this side. So this flank is definitely safe from anything. And now you can see I got my own lines pushing through. I will be in charge of finishing off the French after all this hard fighting. He's still got some old guard here, which I just want to shoot off. Slowly take them down. Old guard, I'm pretty sure he's got young guard, or no, grenadiers on the line here. Here are the young guard, so he's got pretty elite units still remaining to take on my Fusiliers. I'm trying to run them. I don't want them going up on the hill. I want to make sure I can just kill these units without too much of a struggle. And we do have some French militia way off in the distance that nobody really seems to care about. But I'm fine with that. And now you can see I got some flanking shots going into these guys. Come on, get some good kills for me. Good kills. And my general, actually, I'm committing to the fight. Just trying to stop these guys from escaping. Cut them down! Oh, but no, he's bringing in the Old Guard to fight me, which is not good, because the Old Guard are amazing at melee. And the Grenadiers are now turning around as well, but I'm still getting them where I want them to be shot. And I want them to be shot. Because it's easier to shoot them dead than to fight melee them dead. Old Guard will never perish in melee. Unless you have, like, a bunch of elite troops to take them on. When do the Old Guard perish? When they're flanked. That's about it. So I'm just continuously forming up lines. I got more and more troops coming in to chase these Old Guard. Wow, my general is really slow. Can't seem to outrun some Grenadiers of the line. But he's slowly taking casualties. Wow, I'm not sure where the Old Guard lost these troops. Probably in a firefight way back here. Look at all the bloody lines. Starting from way back here, we just pushed them further and further back. But it was a bloody push, you can see. Now we got some more shots going in, trying to take out these Grenadiers line. They're already down to now 80 finally. And these Old Guard now in the 20s. But his Young Guard still pretty much fresh and safe. And I need to get my general out of there. Don't want to lose him now. Do I have any Walloon Guard here? Yeah, I've got Walloon Guards forming up in pretty completely fresh number, actually.
One of our units has used all its ammunition, sir.
Oh, I'm running out of ammunition. I think it's these guys, actually. No, these guys. No? No, neither. I'm crazy. Don't ask me questions. So Nagawa got some, oh, no, it's the Walloon Guards. This smaller Walloon Guards, a used one, charging in for a melee, and some Grenadiers of line. It's pretty good shots coming off right away, but, oh, that's probably my general. Yep, there goes my general slain upon the battlefield. But I just want to flank these guys and take out these Grenadiers of line who are now wavering, luckily for me. But now he's got the Old Guard and Young Guard forming up on the hill, and that is just not good for me. But I do got some Fusiliers and Walloon Guard forming up as well. Zsasz is now completely pushing, probably going to take out these militia. Someone has to do it. And I'll finish off all these Old Guard and Young Guard. These Walloon Guards still charging up the hill, the ones that are out of ammo. And finally, I think I can probably rout them here. This is probably not the best format. I mean, I do have a flank, but I am fighting uphill. But they are getting a decent amount of kills against these Young Guard, already down to less than 100, which I love to see. I love watching Young Guard and Old Guard die together. And I got more Walloon Guards forming up in this flank, because I just want to just completely take them out through a firefight. Just hoping that these Fusiliers in the center don't break at any point, because they are outmatched and fighting uphill. My Walloon Guards here are actually wavering, which is unfortunate. But, oh god, he's going for a charge here with his Old Guard, who are wavering, and they're probably going to rout in any second, because they are good in melee, but they're not good enough to take out an entire fresh unit of Walloon Guards, and these Old Guard are now routing, which is great for me, because now I can use them to take out these Grenadiers while I continuously focus fire on these Young Guard here. And these Grenadiers will not hold up to fresh Walloon Guards. It's just not going to happen. And you can see they're steady, shaken, and they're already going to fight, while my guys are still remaining confident. These guys are still fine. We got some militia now actually coming in for a flank, which is not cool. Not cool, friends. Oh, the Grenadiers have changed targets and going to the Fusiliers, which is fine for me, because now I can take on the Young Guard at even better troops at a better angle. And now we got them actually turning their backs to this unit here completely. And I got some units actually taking out the militia, because I don't want to waste any real good troops on them. So these Young Guard should rout soon. They've been taking a lot of casualties, crossfire and everything. And these Grenadiers of line will probably follow them. But I'm thinking the Old Guard, these Young Guard rout first, probably. Oh, no, he's pulling them back. Which doesn't really make much sense. He might as well just stand and fight to the death at this point. They're shaken. Oh my god, he's actually pulling back at full numbers. That's annoying. Whew, look at how many Young Guard and Old Guard died here. Quite a few indeed. I mean, I took my fair share of casualties as well. A whole unit of Walloon Guard, or half a unit really, that was left over. And this unit itself lost its own 20 troops as well, so that's not exactly nice, but in the end, it's for a good cause, taking out pretty elite units on the side with just elite units. Yeah, I can't really justify that. I just lost a lot of troops there. Oh well. It seems the militia have taken this house, and no one seems to care. Oh, we got some foot guards going into, and my light infantry firing directly point-blank range into the house, but this has no windows, really, to fire in, and I got my own Fusiliers coming in to take these guys out. And these militia won't pretty be able to hold out too long against Fusiliers, I would assume, at least. 2 units of Fusiliers should be able to do the trick, hopefully. Yep, they are gone, they're routed. And why can't I turn around? Because we won. Woo! Winner! And so, pretty fun battle. You can see that Zsasz definitely getting a lot more kills than me. But he lost a bigger percentage of his army. Well, we lost about the same percentage. He's lost a little bit less than me, but he had less to be killed. He's got 200 more kills than me, so he definitely was the MVP for our team this day. The MVP for Britain is certainly... the MVP for the enemy is certainly Britain. I can't speak. Don't question me. And France doing mediocrely. Probably just not advisable from the early fight where he was alone, just getting pushed back and pushed back further, and getting outflanked by me and Zsasz in combination. But if you look at just my units together, best units, I'm Wallenguard's getting 130, which is alright, I guess. Fusiliers, 122, 118. And then there's a massive drop-off where it starts going to the 80s from Fusiliers, 76, 55. Well, this Wallenguard really disappointed me. Cavalry getting 43, 33, so you can tell that these units are subpar overall, or maybe it's my playing. 1 and 4, come on, guys. Well, they didn't lose any troops, really, in the process. So, anyway, thank you all for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next battle. Goodbye, my friends.